So next, what do you need to do? So this is what we're talking about now. What do you need to do and how's it going to work? So first of all, it's important to have a plan of what you are or need to do to make sure your website is being found and or referred to on AI. So remember, the whole point of this module is it's SEO, but I've had to do this update because it's not just search engine optimization now, it's answer engine optimization and generative engine optimization. So we need to be part of that conversation. You need to be part of it. Your client's business needs to be part of it. Basically, the website has to be part of it. And here's the plan of what you need to do. So quick wins for you. Write content in a question answer format. So when you're like, even when you're on the About Us page and you're answering questions, do it in that Q&A format. I'm not saying write Q and then write the question and A, the answer. What I'm saying is when you're creating the paragraphs, when you're creating the website content, think about that Q&A format. Because remember, it's looking for the answer. Or if it's not looking for the answer, it's looking to quote you or be part of that conversation. One thing that is very important, add FAQs across key pages. So usually FAQs is hidden away on a website somewhere and you can only find it once you've basically maybe clicked the contact us button or something like that. But you need to have FAQs, and this is where the earlier modules help you. So when you're doing the earlier modules about customer research, competitor research, basically those foundations of marketing that you've built, they will really help you because you will know what the FAQs should be. Okay? So remember, once again, if you don't get the early bits right, everything else suffers. So what we're saying is that when you're building your FAQs, don't just build an FAQs page. Understand what the customer wants and then answer those questions. And what we're saying is add FAQs across key pages. So if there's any particular pages maybe that are quite complex or maybe the quest where you get the most questions about, maybe create an FAQs page, maybe create FAQs for that specific page related to the information. So that is something that you need to consider. And I suppose like we've done previously with SEO, use clear headings and simple language. Remember, you're targeting ML and DL, and obviously, for those of you, well, that's machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is what the AI does; it learns itself. But deep learning is when it's kind of learning to think like a human. God, I say that I'm quite worried, but this is what we're talking about. So, what does what do clear headings in simple language look like? I mean, if I was to take you back to when AI first came out, when ChatGPT first came out, you'd say to it, write me an article about summer or spring and how it's the end, the change seasons change. Boom, you just get loads of text, wouldn't you? But then you'd have to go back and forth and say, right, can you add some headings? Can you add some bullet points? Can you do this? And then, but now, if you ask it to write an article, it's already done those headings and key points. So this is what we mean by machine learning, deep learning. It's already working out what it should be doing. So it's learning by not its mistakes, but it's just learning from experience. But it's also learning about humans. How do we want things? How do we read things? Um, Number four, build authority. So profiles, mentions, credentials. So once again, it's looking at the authority of the person or the organization. So yeah, maybe you think that's a bit about backlinks, but remember, that's a bit about social media as well. How many people mention you on social media? Are you on social media? Are you active on social media? I mean, this is just another reason just to be active on social media. So you want to make sure that if I went to your LinkedIn, if I went to your Instagram, if I went to your Facebook, if I went to your Pinterest, and if I went to your website, are they all talking the same language? And once again, I mean that figuratively speaking. I mean, is it giving the same information? And is it being acknowledged somewhere? So if I talk about marketing all the time, am I a chartered marketer? Am I listed as a chartered marketer? So once again, you're having to think about more and more things to build authority. It's not a case of just SEO backlinks and that's it. remember, it's been, I mean, I'm never, like I said, I'm not saying that's what SEO is. I mean, we know what SEO is. We've done a whole course on it, but what, well, a whole module on it. But what I'm saying is that now we need to think more about profiles, mentions, and credentials. And as I mentioned, keep the messaging consistent. So, what are you talking about on the social media channels? I mean, social media. I mean, what are you talking about on the marketing channels? What are you not talking about? What are you saying? Is it the same story? Basically, do you look like multiple different people trying to serve multiple different audiences? Or are you bang? I look out for those people. Those people know who I am. They know what I do, and that's what I stand for. That's what I believe in, and this is what I know about. So you want to give authority and you want to make it very clear to AI. This is what you specialize in, and this is what you need to do to demonstrate that. Okay, so you can see there, write the content in the Q&A format, add FAQs across key pages, clear headings in simple language, build the authority, and keep the messaging consistent across all channels.